Challenge India needs to face up to is what does it want to do with regard to an unstable Afghanistan? For a long time now, India has looked at the United States as, kind of as the savior. That US intervention in Afghanistan will save India from having to deal with the unpleasant reality of having a foreign policy toward Afghanistan. The United States will secure the non-Taliban government. The United States would fight the Taliban. The United States would pressure Pakistan, which is all well and good. The United States did that. But those are Indian interests and objectives as well. And as the United States is leaving, India needs to ask itself, can it have a more forward-leaning policy in Afghanistan? India will have to step up. It is a regional power. It needs to have its interests and its objectives in Afghanistan achieved. And I think that means it also needs to get involved in this same struggle. They're on the same side. India wants the Ashraf Ghani government to hold. It wants the Kabul government to be stabilized. Well, then it can't expect, the great power from 6,000 miles away to do all the work. It should also get involved. India cannot say we desperately want the Ashraf Ghani government to hold, for the Kabul government to stand, for this, Afghanistan's democratic experiment to succeed, but we won't do anything about it. What we'll do is send a few $1 million of developmental aid. That's not going to save the Ashraf Ghani government. So India has to ask itself, does it really care about the objectives it has outlined? The stability of the Ashraf Ghani government, the ability to beat back the Taliban? And if it does, is it willing to provide assistance? The United States has been sending Pakistan the message for 20 years now that it has to stop supporting the Taliban, stop providing aid, stop providing assistance. You will remember very public declarations from everybody going back to President Bush, Colin Powell in those days. President Musharraf would give guarantees that Osama bin Laden and Mullah Omar were not in Pakistan, all of which turned out to be false, by the way. The Quetta Shura, the governing body of the Taliban, was in fact in Pakistan. Osama bin Laden was in fact in Pakistan. So the Pakistanis have been playing a double game and being fairly deceptive about this from the start. But here's the reality. The United States does not have that much influence with Pakistan. Its relations have frayed substantially. Geopolitics of the region have changed substantially since 2001, when Pakistan was somewhat deferential to the United States as it decided it was going to invade Afghanistan. Today, Pakistan has clearly made the decision to align itself with China. The United States has a very close military and political association with India. And so the real question becomes, what does India want to do in this new situation in which it finds itself, with an unstable Afghanistan, a Pakistan that is now clearly aligned with China, and a United States that is offering a hand of friendship?